What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So look, y'all, I was having a conversation with one of my best friends, Kiefer Sykes, right? That's my dog. Kiefer is a professional basketball player that plays overseas. He's been playing overseas for some years. He's been doing very well for himself. He even had a short stint with the Indiana Pacers for a year and played pretty well in that short stint that he had, right? But anyway, me and Kiefer, we talk about a lot of different topics when we on the phone with each other. We've always had deep conversations since we were kids. Kiefer been my boy since we were in fourth grade, right? And we got on the topic of his other friends that play ball overseas, right? Because, you know, in the basketball world, it's a lot of brothers that take their talents overseas. If, you know, they can't make their NBA dreams come true, they go overseas. And he started talking about how amongst his other friend groups, there are brothers talking about how, you know, they done with American black women. They don't even look at American black women anymore. They only want girls that's overseas. They only want foreign girls that's international, because he feel like, you know, not he, I'm sorry, because those men that he knows feel like the foreign women value them better. You know, they're easier to get along with. And, you know, those guys that he know were talking about, you know, the black American woman get them a whole bunch of headaches, and they only want to create issues with them and give them a lot of pushback. And, you know, a lot of his friends were valuing, you know, these foreign women and feel like they were the best options for wives and partners, etc. Right? And this conversation is segued into the passport bro lifestyle that I see is being promoted heavily on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc., all across social media, right? And the passport bro lifestyle it's this ideology that, you know, Western men have, men from, you know, America especially. They feel like their chances with women are much better with international women, right? Women from all these different countries in Europe and Asia, right? And they feel like they can find better fidelity with these women. They can find better peace. They can find a woman who is more submissive overseas. They can find a woman who is much more to their liking, or they would treat them like a king and put them, you know, that would value them better. Right? They feel like these women overseas would value them better than, you know, these American women, etc., and all of that type of stuff, right? And in these conversations, my boy Kiefer was like he was telling some of the guys that he know that think like this, like, nah, bro, we can't give up on the American woman. We can't give up on the American black woman. We can't give up on black American women. Like, we've seen positive representations of black American women with, you know, our grandmothers, our mothers, you know, our sisters, etc. So, like, we can't think like that. It's like, you know what I mean? It's women that don't work, not don't work. There are women who you probably won't be compatible with across all ethnicities, whether they are from America or from overseas. You can be incompatible with a woman that you meet playing ball overseas for real. You can be much more compatible with a black American woman here than a woman overseas. But a lot of the brothers have developed this mindset that no, the woman for me is overseas because they just much better and they worship the ground. They treat us like kings and worship the ground we walk on much better, etc. And they're easier to get along with and all of that. Let me just say this first before I get into the passport bro conversation. A lot of the brothers that engage in the passport bro lifestyle, some of these brothers just looking for easy sex and cheap thrills overseas, right? And so they go overseas to these other countries, and they have a freak off for like a week, right? With all these different women overseas, they go and find them. I guess they have a sex vacation in these other countries, and to me, this shit just sound creepy as hell. Because a lot of these women in these other countries, they are living in such dire conditions. They're having sex with American men for money because they need the money to survive. They need the money to maintain. They need this American money to be able to be all right. And the idea that you are exploiting a woman's like just financial needs, like she is in dire need of this money, you're exploiting that for some sex, is just, to me, that's foul. That's dirty. And I ain't that type of dude. I ain't that type of brother. And brothers I hang with not them that they not them type of brothers either. You feel me? Like, I can get sex from American women on my own merits, and I don't have to go to another country to exploit like the terrible conditions to be able to get some sex or whatever. Like, nah, I don't need that. You know, but some brothers, they don't have no game about themselves. They not gamed up. They don't have good conversation skills. They can't charm a woman on their own merits. They don't have they don't know how to make a woman laugh. They don't know how to make a woman feel good. They don't know how to, you know, just keep the conversation going and talk about many different topics. And then they fall flat on their face, so they go overseas to go try to score big. They try to go overseas and win big amongst these women who are being extremely exploited through the sex worker lifestyle, right? But anyway, let's get back to the passport bro conversation. So I want to remind brothers of this, right? And I'm going to talk specifically to black men, black American men. Y'all know there have been many instances of women from overseas and from foreign countries doing brothers dirty and doing brothers foul. And I'm not talking about regular everyday men like me and you. I'm talking about men who have mega millions, who are multi-millionaires. They get done dirty and drugged through the mud as well. Men that have made $1 million plus go. They try to find solace in the arms of women from overseas because they have this thought process that, hey, this woman gonna treat me much better because she not from here. You know, she gonna be much more submissive. She not gonna give me no problems. And they find out the exact opposite, right? Rampage Jackson is openly, and I've talked about Rampage these last few days as it pertains to the way he raised his son incorrectly, in my opinion, and how he has been a bully to his son and humiliated him quite often, right? But off of that, we're gonna talk about his choices in women. I've heard Rampage Jackson say he wanted to go find him a wife, specifically, I think, specifically from these other countries, like, you know, Asian, because he loved Asian women. He wanted a wife to help him raise his kids, etc., and all that type of stuff. And he wanted a wife to be there. He felt like these women, Asian women, were wifely, etc. He married a woman who told him he had to pick between her or his child he had before he knew her, right? He had a fully black child before he knew her. And she told him either her or him. His little child now, his little baby. She tried to make him choose between her or his child. And that's when I said absolutely, hell no. Hell no. Here ain't no fucking way. And of course, he did what he was supposed to do. And he gave that woman a boot. And he picked his child, right? And I saw somebody bring that up when I was criticizing the way Rampage Jackson raised Raja. You know, wow, because Rampage has been trying to be an alpha over his own son, as if his son is a UFC opponent. But anyway, somebody was like, well, you know, he made Rampage pick his child over the wife he had. You know, so you talking about him like he's a bad parent. I'm like, he's supposed to do that. You're supposed to, ain't no way in hell you're supposed to pick a woman over your own child. I don't give a fuck what she look like. I don't care how great she treats you individually. If she's making you choose between her and your child, she does not give a fuck about you. She does not care about you. She's not the woman for you. She's not a good person. Okay? She's not a good person. Same way I think dudes that exploit, you know, the terrible conditions overseas to get sex from women, they're not good people either. Okay? But anyway, it's back to the conversation at hand. So, yeah. I'm like, now see, he went over, he thinking, oh, this woman that's not from America gonna be so great. She gonna be just so extraordinary. Man, listen, she told him, you either me or that boy you had before me. Either me or him. So what does that tell you? It's women that's from overseas that are obnoxious, unruly, that are also not good people, right? Now let's move to another gentleman. A guy that I really think is a good guy. Sugar Shane Mosley, right? One of my favorite boxers to watch coming up in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm a boxing fanatic. I watch boxing with my uncles, right? Shane Mosley was a boxing superstar. Shane Mosley married a woman named Jen. I forgot Jen's last name. But he married a woman named Jen. She's an Asian woman. Now, I remember the thing with this. I think Shane found out Jen was not even divorced when he married her, for real. I think she still was married to somebody else, and I don't know how that even played out. But anyway, Shane Mosley got with Jen. I heard Jen was just like, whew, obnoxious. Shane is a really nice guy. And again, I don't know Shane personally. But by all accounts, Shane Mosley has been a really nice guy from everybody that's interacted with him. Woman rude as hell. They say she was very, very vindictive. And it proved to be so. Very vindictive, all of the sort. She ripped Shane's pockets off. Pockets off. Made the judge even award her his championship belts. Okay? Made the judge, and they divorced when they're going through their divorce proceedings, the judge gave her his championship belts as well. Right? That's why I was so happy for that brother when he beat Antonio Margarito and he got the Floyd Mayweather fight, because he was able to bounce back and make some more money and get back in great financial standing after fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. and beating Antonio Margarito and all of that, right? So I was happy for him, because he was going through a terrible time with a woman who did not care about him at all. She was only looking out for her own financial interests, looking out for her own financial gain. So what is we talking about, right? Then when I think about, I watched 90 Day Fiancé. I first got onto this show when my son's mother was pregnant at the time. And during this time, it's COVID. We can't go nowhere. We watching a lot of TV shows together. She watching this show, and I'm saying 90 Day Fiancé is a show about individuals who fall in love with someone that's not from America, right? And they try to get the person to come to America, and I guess they get the visa through the marriage, right? And they have to be married within 90 days of that person being in America for them to be able to stay, right? They have to get married within 90 days. If they come to America, their partner that they're dating from overseas, if they come to America, they have to marry that person within a 90-day time frame for them to stay. And so when I saw this, I would see men several times go and get women from Colombia, the Philippines, and Thailand, and all these other countries. And I would see men, very nice guys, getting verbally abused by these women. I'm talking about the women talking to them like they ain't shit. The women on the show hoeing them. Excuse my language, for lack of better words. I'm sorry for the cussing, excuse me. But that's what they were doing. It's a brother on the show, a black brother, light-skinned brother, right? He dating a woman. Where was she from? Is she from the UK or something? Like, his girl, she used to also be into girls, and she met some girl when she came to America that had a crush on her. Y'all know what couple I'm talking about on 90 Day Fiancé. What's the brother's name? Light-skinned brother. Got your girl from the UK or somewhere. Man, girl be punking him. Listen, the woman was absolutely hoeing him. For real, she do whatever she want. She get mad. She leave the house for days. He don't know where she at. She get to come back and everything is all good. And he have a little conversation with her about it. And they just, and next thing you know, she back in his good graces. And she get her way every single time, even though she's rather obnoxious. She's very inconsiderate. She's manipulative, etc. I've seen women. This one guy was dating this girl, I think was she from Russia or something? And her sole purpose when she was marrying him was because he had money. She knew he had financial prosperity, and so she was making him break off her pocket. She was breaking off his pockets for surgery, for the most expensive accessories, dresses, all of that. And she was rude to him. Wouldn't even tell him she loved him a lot of times, right? And she would only reward him with the I love you and all of that based upon how much money he was spending. So while, he Brothers be, oh, you get a woman from overseas, they're gonna do you this good and do you that good. Man, the women be on there raking these dudes through the coals. Through the coals, and they don't give a god, they don't give a rat's ass about they don't care about that they are treating these dudes wrong on this show. Right? And again, I've seen men treat women terrible on this show as well. So I'm not acting like it's just one-sided. I've seen men from overseas treat women terrible as well, and men from America treat these women from overseas as bad as well. But I'm speaking specifically to the passport bros, and to see these women from overseas do these dudes dirty, right? Punking them. What's my man? Even sometimes the dude Gino and his girl, right? She be getting mad and ready to just have a fit and temper tantrum at every given turn, and he's expected to just acquiesce to however she acts, and it's supposed to be a-okay, even when she's unruly and she just obnoxious. I've seen brothers on this show marry women who, again, only are marrying them for financial gain. It's only about what you can do for them, and they come over there and they tell these American men, you're the man. You from America. You supposed to have all the money I need. When I ask for the money, you supposed to just give it to me. When I ask for money, you're the man. You give me all your money. You give me your money. And these men are looking all confused. Hey, I thought this was love. I thought you loved me. I thought you... No, goddammit. No, motherfucker. No, that's not how this go. She don't care nothing about none of that. She know you from America. She feel like, hey, this is a country where it's supposed to be the land of opportunity. It's supposed to be, but everybody out there's a lot of people over here struggling like crazy. But they hear that, hey, America is the land of milk and honey and opportunity, and everybody's supposed to be getting to the bag over here. So then women come to America, and when they see a dude ain't got a big enough house, when they see that they ain't living a certain way, or they see that they ain't making a certain amount of money, they lose their mind, and they come over here with their hand out telling them, pay, money. And if you ain't got the money, you ain't getting no goddamn honey. So all of that, oh, the women overseas much better. They treat you like king and all, like a king. That's not always the case. It's not always true. And there are plenty of American women who will treat you like a king, who will be submissive, you know what I'm saying, who will love you and will be faithful to you and all of that. For real, there's plenty of women who will do those things. For real, and it's just either y'all not running into these women, or y'all picking the wrong woman, or you getting with women and you're not treating them the way they're supposed to be treated. You being vile, and they don't really, and eventually the women be like, yo, I don't want to be with a dude and submissive to a guy that's an a-hole and is very inconsiderate, etc. But yo, is women over here in America, black women who will treat you like a king, who will be submissive to you, who will respect you, who will be faithful, all of the sort, as long as you loving them. As long as you loving them and loving them correctly, they all good. And I'm not saying loving them correctly is forking over your paycheck. And no. As long as you being good to them, they gonna honor you, respect you, and love you. I've never felt the need to try to go to another woman from overseas or even outside of my ethnicity to find solace and to find peace and to find happiness. I've never felt the need to do so. For real, man. I've had plenty of women here who love me and respect, black women here in America who have loved me, respected me, were submissive to me, all of the above, right? You know, now some stuff might have went south because at the time I was immature in certain ways that I may have thought about things. You know what I mean? Or I had certain immature ways in me, even lustful ways in me, that it did not work, you know? But yeah, to act like, no, these women over here, these black women, they ain't gonna love you right. They ain't gonna do right by you. They gonna be this. They gonna be vindictive. They gonna be manipulative. I've given you several scenarios where women from overseas and other countries were manipulative to these men and trying to be vindictive. Like, I don't care. Quentin Rampage Jackson's wife trying to hang their marriage over his head by saying, hey, either you choose me or choose that boy you made with that other woman. Choose that black boy you made with that other woman. It's either me or that black baby you made with that other woman. Pick me. Pick me or him. It's either that baby over there, your other baby that you had before me, or me. It's either that baby or me. Like to even have a woman framing that for you, making you choose. To even have a woman making you choose between you or between her and your baby. That's disgusting to me. To have a woman fixing her mouth to make you choose between her and your child. Horrible. And no woman who is a good person, who is morally sound, no woman that's worth anything would ever do that to a man. You know, no woman that's worth anything would ever, try to just rip your pockets off to the point where you just for no reason, preying on you, will prey on you for financial gain and prosperity. And it happens, man. These brothers think, oh, I'm going to be a passport bro and find me a woman overseas and all that. This shit don't go right. Dudes, again, on 90 Day Fiancé, be trying to find, they think that, hey, some of them, not all of them, some of them just happen to love who they love. But some of them think, hey, going over there, white ice is colder. You go over to another country, find you a woman, and you think it's going to be all flowers and dandelions and rainbows. You think it's going to be all of that, and it don't end up being that. It go in a whole different direction than you ever expected. And now you out here rubbing your head, scratching your head, wondering what went wrong. What went wrong? I thought you were supposed to love me. You were supposed to love me. And she looking like, hell no. I wanted to come over here to this country. I wanted to get that paper. I wanted to get that money up out of you. I wanted to see what I can get for myself. I wanted to give me some money back home for my people. And you supposed to give me that. That's what the woman be saying. Give me some money to go help my people back home. Give me some money so I can look pretty, so I can look fly, so I can take these nice pictures on Instagram. And you sit your ass in that corner. She tell her man, you sit your ass in that corner. You go work that job. You go bring that check home so I can spend it up. Not so we can spend it, so I can spend the goddamn money. That's how the women. That's how some of the women be on 90 Day Fiancé. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all didn't watch that show enough to know I'm not lying. It's been women on there who say, hey, my expectation is you go home, you go to work, you bring the bacon home. Not just the bacon, you bring the diamonds, you bring the Louis Vuitton, you bring the Gucci, you bring all the other designer stuff and shoes and purses and bags and the Birkins, you bring all that home. And then your ass go wear that dollar store t-shirt. That dollar store hat. You go get you your shoes from goddamn Shoe Carnival. Now, Shoe Carnival, I don't even think no longer exists. But yeah, you go get you your shoes from Walmart, and I need my shoes. The woman the woman tell the dude, you go get your shoes from Walmart. I need my shoes from Louis Vuitton. I need my shoes from the Gucci store. You go ahead, put on the gas station t-shirt with the holes in it, and you go to work and slave all day to get her shirts with all type of designer stuff on it. Go ahead, she sleep in the master bedroom and your ass sleep in the guest bedroom until you making enough money to sleep in the bed with her. That's what be happening on some of these shows, man. So y'all keep being passport bros all you want to and see how that work out for you, right? But my thing is, there are great women here and there are terrible women across all ethnicities, and to act like this is, oh, the black women here, they ain't good for you. They no good. Man, there's no good women across all ethnicities, for real. All ethnicities across all different countries. And brothers got to be real about that and understand that. Truthfully. But I'm done with this conversation, y'all. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.